Hey everybody, and welcome back, or welcome if you are new. It was my birthday recently, and as a result, I do have some books which I have just unboxed. And with that being said, if you would like to see a unboxing, birthday haul, book haul, stay tuned. Alright, hey everyone. It was my birthday a couple of days ago on September 14th. So I amassed several books for my birthday, and I do have them in these packages over here. So I've got this one from Fish Pond, which is an Australian second-hand bookstore online, and I found a whole bunch of Poppy Z Bright books on there, which I don't see in bookstores ever. So I was like, let's get these rare books that I'd like to read. And then I got several books for my birthday. I don't know which ones or how many they delivered in this specific round, but I do have a couple more coming in the following days, so we're gonna see when those decide to show up. But so far I've got this one over here, and I've got this package over here, and I pre-cut the tape. I didn't want to be ripping into the box on camera, but yeah. So I don't know where we're gonna start. I think we're gonna start with the Fish Pond package because this is the easiest. I think I just pull this tab. Also, I want to see what this Poppy Z Bright rare paperback looks like, so oops, fucked it up. Not a surprise, given the way I live my life, you know what I mean? Anyway, okay, this is gorgeous. Wow, I didn't even remember I ordered this one. So this is the vampire book of Poppy Z Bright that Alex over at the Bookiebus said was really good. This is Lost Souls by Poppy Z Bright. And then this one is Drawing Blood, which I think I saw on Jordaline's channel. So we have a Poppy Z Bright paperback collection, you know, growing over here. The other day from Fish Pond, I got the Exquisite Corpse paperback. So we have some really lovely paperbacks over here. Look at these. Love this extreme horror collection of mine growing. Obviously, I bought all extreme horror books because that's who I am as a person. So yeah, I cannot wait to dip into all of these. And these paperbacks are excellent quality. Like, the spines are pristine. The papers are very white. I'm gonna make sure to take very good care of these books because wow, I cannot wait to dive into these myself and see what is in store for me, and maybe reread Exquisite Corpse at some point because I adore this book, but this is very nice. All right, let's do the Amazon package. I was right. Parental advisory, this is Haunted by Chuck Palahniuk. So I do have a author Facebook if any of you want to add me, and be sure to message me because I have been getting some very dubious friend requests. So if you're like a subscriber on YouTube or a follower on Instagram and want to be friends on there, make sure you message me on Messenger and say, hey, I know you from this, this, and there, so I know who you are as a person. You know? Okay, so I posted on Facebook saying, hey, I need some really good horror books. As an extreme indie author, I would really love to have a shelf that screams extreme indie author to get some inspiration from. So this is Haunted by Chuck Palahniuk. Gorgeous cover. Can't wait to dive into this either. Put that there. And I can't wait to see what's inside this box. Okay, let's see. What is in here? Ooh, what is this? There are so many books in here. Look how many books there are in here. Look at that. Oh my gosh. I have For the Sake of by Judith Sonnet. It's so tiny. I didn't realize it was so tiny. Is it as big as the... I think it might be. Is it as big as the mass market paperbacks? Oh, kind of. Look at that. Wow. This is For the Sake of by Judith Sonnet. This is... I'm so excited to reread this. I've already read this book twice, actually, but I'm so happy to be supporting my good friend Judith, who actually edited them. Extreme horror queen, Judith Sonnet. For those of you who don't know, she writes books. And then, what's this? For the Sake of 2. Look, these are such gorgeous reprints. Oh my goodness, these are amazing. Wow, look at this. We've got the nails, we've got the baby doll head. If you know, you know. If you read this book, you know. This, For the Sake of 2 is probably my favorite book by her, so this is incredible. Yes. And then we have, of course, No One Rides for Free. Oh my, I am so glad that I finally own this book. She gave me an arc of this book when she first wrote this, and I read this book live on a live show, and she was watching my reactions in real time, so this is really fun. So with my birthday money, I told her that I was gonna support her by getting my top 3 favorite books by her, and I did. So here we got No One Rides for Free, and For the Sake of, and For the Sake of 2. My Judith collection is going to start with these. And then we have Violence on the Meek by Stuart Bray, because this is probably my favorite book of the year so far. And I just wanted to have a physical copy in my hands because, you know, when I do my end of the year wrap up, I want to be like, yo! Okay, what else do we have over here? Oh, so we have The Big Head, the original demon text by Edward Lee. This is an extreme horror classic. I've gotten so much shit for having not read The Big Head yet. I actually read half of this book and soft DNF'd because I was really busy at that point in my life. Not that the book was bad. I actually was really loving the book, but I just had so much going on, and this is much bigger than most extreme horror books that I just had to set it aside for a while. Plus, Edward Lee has these chapters that are written with this very thick Southern vernacular, which is quite hard to get into. Not a bad thing by any means. It's just not my way of speaking, so I have to like really adapt and visualize how these words sound in my head because they are spelled differently from in English. Like, instead of putting the word shit, he puts she-yit, you know what I mean? It was pretty tough going, but I do definitely want to get into this with a quickness. And then we have, what's this? Ooh! Okay, 400 Days of Oppression by Wrath James White. Now, everybody was saying that I needed to have Wrath James White on my shelf, but the book that they typically recommended was Succulent Prey, which I had already read. For those of you who want to see a vlog on that, I did do that, so go watch this. Wrath James White actually commented on that vlog, and he's my Facebook friend, so I was having like a fangirl moment. But yeah, I've already read Succulent Prey, I've already read The Resurrectionists, so I wanted to get a book of his that was very well known, that wasn't one that I had already read, so I could, you know, read it physically for the first time. And this one was very highly recommended. 400 Days of Oppression. This cover is gorgeous. I don't know what this book is about, but I'm very excited to own a Wrath James White book. He's a really cool guy. Based on my interactions with him and what people have told me about him, he's a really cool guy. So I'm so happy to be supporting him. And I have no fucking clue what this book is about, but we're gonna find out at some point. Probably a vlog on some of these. What else is in this bag of goodies? Okay, so next I got Broken, which is all 3 Broken Pieces of June books by Stuart Bray. Stuart Bray, author of Violence on the Meek. Favorite book of the year so far. And the reason I got this was because every single fucking time I see a recommendation or people asking for recommendations, everyone is like, Broken Pieces of June, Broken Pieces of June. And I was like, I mean, if this is gonna be the horror classic that it already seems to be turning into, I'm gonna need to have a fucking copy of this on my fucking shelf, babe. Okay, so this is all 3 Broken Pieces of June books in this omnibus over here, and I know that this is about like snuff films and torture and revenge, which is typically what I look for in extreme horror. Snuff films is my favorite trope in extreme horror, which is evidenced by, my original copy of Survivor by J.F. Gonzalez. Films are my favorite trope in extreme horror, which is why For the Sake of, Broken Pieces of June, Survivor. Can you see a theme over here? Hopefully you can. What else do I have in this bag of goodies? We have, oh, Violence on the Meek 2. So the reason I got Violence on the Meek 2 was because, one, I got the first Violence on the Meek over here, and then Violence on the Meek 2, Stuart Bray. Okay, so one day Stuart sent me a message and he was like, hey McKay, would it be okay if I used your name as a character in one of my books? And I was like, okay, there's probably gonna be some throwaway character with my name. No. Dude, he literally put me in the book. Like, when we first started talking, when I, you know, first posted about Violence on the Meek online, he was like, hey, I saw you on YouTube. And I was like, okay, there's no way this extreme horror author who's very well known is watching my fucking dumbass face on YouTube, watching my YouTube channel. And this book proves that he has been watching me way longer than I think he has been watching me for quite some time, because he literally put me in the book. Like, I am a full-on character in this book. It was crazy. When I was reading this, I was like shitting myself. I was like, why am I in this book? Like, I felt like, do you guys ever read a book and then imagine the movie playing in your head? It was so hard to not see myself in the film that I made in my head of this book. It was crazy. What the fuck? Moving on. Okay, next we have, oh here, Modern Hysteria by Erin Beauregard. The reason I got this book was because it was, you know, Erin Beauregard is a staple in the extreme horror genre, and there were so many people recommending to me to own an Erin Beauregard book when I made that post on Facebook. The books that they were recommending were ones that I had already read by him, so I just picked some random one that I had not yet read. So that's Modern Hysteria. I purchased this book from the first line alone. It goes, a mysterious internet figure known only as Mr. Boy is preying on depressed teenagers and brainwashing them into horrific acts of self. So I was like, that alone is all I need to know that I want to read this fucking book. So there you go. That was what was in my box of goodies for my birthday. I've got a couple books arriving soon. I think I've got a couple more Edward Lees, like I've got Brain Cheese Buffet and The Teratologist, which was his collaboration with Ralph James White, on the way. I don't know why they didn't give me all of that in the same package, but either way, I'm really glad with what I do have over here in this collection, and can't wait to dive into them, reread some, read some, and hopefully film some vlogs. So yeah, I really have missed doing YouTube because, you know, life's just been really busy. I've been, you know, doing a lot of life shit that I really don't feel like talking about on the channel, but there has been a lot going on in addition to writing my own books, which, you know what, it's my video. I'm gonna shameless plug for a while, 1 second. Yeah, so for those of you who don't know, I do write my own extreme horror. So I've got the book Them by me, McKay Watson, and Broken Dolls. If you would like to support a queer indie extreme horror author, both these books can be bought on Amazon. They're both on Kindle Unlimited. I'm gonna link them down below, and it would mean the world to me if you could just check them out. Leave a review on Amazon and Goodreads. Thank you very much. But with that being said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you all in future videos, and until then, take care. I lose myself